Yeah, I just had this idea because I was reacting to this video with like 4, 5, 6 people on Discord talking about this topic, and I thought let's talk about it actually because I'm also 5'7" or something. I'm actually, I'm actually not so tall, so. Okay, yeah. Nothing special. I actually had this microphone here, but I need to get this new cable because my cable was lost. It's kind of bad. I have this camera right here. I'm gonna use it in the future. But for now, I think we're good. So let's run it.
In anything related to being short because I thought that would make me short. And I had like a tall friend, right, who was like eating cookies or something. And I literally like paid him money just to like get the half-eaten cookie so I could eat it, so I could like cope to thinking that if I ate the cookie, yeah, exactly. If I ate the cookie, then I would become taller, right? But I didn't know how height worked. Yeah.
And what age was this?
I was like 4 to like 8 or something. I was really young.
That makes sense, you know.
Yeah, like
I also
like,
used to do something close to that.
exactly, and it really like manlism really fucked with my brain. You know, here, why don't you? We could listen to this like face and LMS clip to see 5-4 experience, which I want to talk about as well when we take a listen.
I was the second shortest in my class, which included girls as well.
Oh shit.
And so there was the only person in my class that was shorter than me was another girl, right? But obviously that's socially acceptable or whatever.
Yeah.
And as I got older and older, I stayed the same. So what happened was a lot of people have like growth spurts, or some people just are always tall. I was always short and just growing very gradually every year. I never.
Did you have the same experience as well? Like I was always the shortest person in class, right? And
Yeah.
and like you have all these like coping normies that were around the same age that told me that, oh, you gotta drink milk so you can so you can just eat your milk and I'm sorry, drink your milk and eat your vegetables and that'll make you tall.
And sleep early, you know. Sleep early.
Yeah, and I literally remember in elementary school, right? We had like a round table. I think it was like a show and tell. I mean, not short and tell, show and tell. Short. Yeah, short jokes. Anyways, the entire class was sitting in a circle, right? Someone said, "Oh, I think the topic was something along the lines of what do you want in life, right? Or like if you had a wish, what would you be?" And one person said, "Oh, I want to be really tall," and some other person said like, "Oh, you gotta just drink milk, bro." You know, it's very obvious that all children want to be tall. You know. Like I wanted to be tall, everyone wanted to be tall, but
Why
like
did you
Nobody wants to be short.
He's kind of
yeah,
sounds
but
like
I was so
trash.
ashamed of my height that I couldn't even say the word tall or short. You know, like that's how ashamed of my height I was. I was so insecure about it that I couldn't even say the word tall or short. Yeah, it really fucked with my brain. Probably the same with you. Like I was always the shortest. That seemed to overlay with the hierarchy between all the kids, right? The taller you were, the higher.
There's this serious hierarchy in schools, you know, like
Exactly.
tall guys, you know, the girls gravitates towards them, while the short guys, you know, will be like playing some cards, you know, at the back, you know.
Yeah, and like another important thing about like height is physicality, right? I remember as a kid there was recess, right? Like kids would like run around.
Physicality is a fact because also like if you're taller, you get more respect, and if you're shorter, you have to work for your fucking respect, and you get like more crazy and more like real easily. You get like okay, realization. Like every day it hits you realization, you know, and that's why.
But like I wasn't very physically capable just due to my unusually short height, you know. So like I was literally like digging in the dirt, and I overwhelmingly preferred indoor recess, right? When it was like pouring outside, we would have indoor recess, and that's what I would prefer over just due to the fact that I was just physically incapable. Like, do you guys have any similar
Yeah,
experiences?
when others play like sports, I'll usually get picked last and things like that.
Same, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like that's where the I mean, even if you talk about like quote unquote confidence, like how can a manlet be confident if that's how they're
Yeah,
treated
exactly.
their entire life, right? Like it's
Uh,
impossible. Yeah, so you can't just be confident. Like it's earned through
Yeah.
experiences
All
in
they
life.
did,
Yeah, you have to be fucking.
usually
You have
give-
to be a fucking devil, bro. That's why I said, play with the devil. Because if you're fucking short, if you get treated like that every day, people end up making Anschläge. People end up making like and acting in ways that are gonna kill people because they feel like everybody is against them, and they feel like they're always gonna be like treated here. So they kill people. They do terror attacks and something like that, and that's why it's important to talk about the lower class. That's why those people are so powerful. The people on the bottom, like the people on the top are cool and shit. Like they're like, oh, living their life. The people on the bottom, bro, you wanna be friends. You wanna be the fucking guy of the people on the bottom. Like for real. Like not just, oh yeah, bro. Like oh, fuck with you. Like now you wanna actually understand them. You wanna actually like be on the fucking low, because then you have the fucking power from the devil, and you're not just like. You're not just a part, like you're not the part of the devil. You're still believing in God. You're still like a fucking like, you're still a good person. You're still believing. You're still a human being. You're still believing in love and stuff like that. But you have to get in the deep sides of humanity. You have to like really dig deep into like the dark state of humanity. You have to dig deep in all the people that get mistreated, all the people that get no respect, all the people that, especially men, those like emotional men, as Andrew Tate said, are extremely dangerous, because they act out of emotions, and emotional men, they act out of emotions, and that means if they are angry, if they feel like shit's over, they have nothing to lose, and men that have nothing to lose, bro, they're gonna fucking destroy you, you know, like they're bro, like don't like underestimate them, and that's why, you know, like I kind of like experienced that. Of course, a lot of men that struggle are gonna be like just like fine talking about it, just like talking about their struggles, their experiences and stuff, and just like yeah, kind of like suffering in silence. But some are just gonna like destroy a lot of people's life, kill them. That's why, you know, it's not a topic, it's not worth a topic, it's actually the most important topic in this world.
like you
One of
can
the-
get it, you know. It's all just determined on what's your appearance, you know.
I mean,
did you have any similar experiences? Black stuff as far as like
Yeah.
Sports?
the negative enforcement.
Wait, what happened?
So do you have any like similar experiences where you just had negative enforcement throughout your childhood that like made you quote unquote not confident?
That's be like during like family gatherings, like every year. Say I would like meet an aunt, right, or like an uncle. Every year they'll be like, oh, you've grown so tall, right?
Oh,
But
Oh man.
and they used to say that to all of us, right?
yeah.
But then when like a few years later, when I
I can
started
already
like actually
tell.
growing,
Holy shit.
like it when they said it, you could feel how like they weren't being genuine, you know, because you can clearly
Yeah.
see that I haven't
Yeah.
grown, like yeah, but
Yeah, they're like, oh, you grew so tall. So like
Yeah.
all the tall children, and when they look at you, they're like, oh, look at you. You know, like
yeah,
they can't say anything good about you because
Yeah.
you're short, right?
yeah,
So you're
that's
just
the
so
good,
human.
that's the good thing that I don't have family reunions. You know,
they
'cause
can't say
my
anything good
mom-
about you.
And
Fuck
you
you.
know, like she doesn't introduce me to her family, and my parents got divorced when I was
Actually,
like, young.
guys, I don't want to
So-
like it's just like acting. I'm just acting and saying, oh fuck you. Like that's what the people are feeling. Like that's what. Like they're actually in the state of like. They're going crazy. They're going crazy because they're short, and that's why I want to talk about it like that. And that's why I'm like the devil, because those people are in a situation.
I don't even know my father's side.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the only good thing about not going to family reunions.
Yeah, you don't have to get mugged. But like
Yeah, exactly.
it's like these normies wonder why manlets have no confidence, right? It's just because every experience they have in life, this isn't even childhood, right? Like we'll talk about that a little later in this video, but in every stage of your life as a manlet, you're just constantly given negative enforcement that
expecting us to be confident, despite only negative experience.
Yeah, again, like it's earned through good experiences, right? Or like it's earned in a way where it's the positive outcome is expected, and but let's continue with this video.
No spurt or anything.
One ethnicity. But let's continue with me.
Oh, this
this clip.
I
Yeah.
fucking hate it.
Yeah. So
It's so blatant racism.
But you know how like you have like Indian guys or like Asian guys that like go around campuses and tell people that would you date an Indian guy, right? Like I mean, you've seen it on Face and LMS and everything. I mean, you know how that's like, right? And I mean that's
They usually say no, yeah.
or they like virtue signal, right? But everyone knows. Like I mean, here's the thing though. If it was so obvious that like all races have it equal or some shit like that, right? Like why would they keep making videos on it? If it wasn't a problem, why are they continuously making videos on it? Like
just like how they say intercourse, is not that important. Like they say, oh, it's not everything, and at the same time, all they talk about is the intercourse.
Yeah, they
doesn't make sense.
Especially like media in general, right? Like all the music is about love and shit.
It's all about like romance,
Something we will never experience just due to our height, right?
Yeah.
And this is like Indian guys get it pretty bad, but like I mean, take a look at this video.
One ethnicity you would not date.
Probably short guys.
So
obvious.
So like they were pretty blatant.
Like I don't care anymore. Like I'm fine with it. But one ethnicity you would not date? Short guy? What the fuck, bro? Come on. That's tough.
About it with this video, right? Can you hear like scratching?
Yeah, sorry, I'm like, I have eczema, so
Same.
I cannot control it,
Anyways, like it's completely acceptable to discriminate against height overtly, right? Like you just don't see that.
The problem is, the only thing you're gonna achieve is awareness. Because you cannot make it fair. Like, it's never gonna be fair, of course. But, yeah.
With like ethnics, right? Like if you look at, would you date an Indian guy? They're like, oh yeah, I'll date an Indian guy. Have you dated any Indian guys? I've never dated an Indian guy. Yeah. I mean,
they will just give up like some stupid excuses like, oh, I don't like the way he dressed, I don't like something like not about his appearance, they'll just say something about his like personality or the vibe or the energy. Like, he's not the right.
It's like voodoo magic that like isn't quantifiable in any way.
He don't have this energy, like it's not Dragon Ball Z, man. What the hell?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, we live in the real world. We don't have like
Yeah.
magic and like witches and wizards and shit. You know, imagine how acceptable it would be to discriminate against manlets if like she's able to say that so overtly, right? Like, what race? We're kind of a, you know how like a lot of B pillars talk about like how Chads are a race onto their own. Manlets, I would say, are a race onto their own, but not in a good way.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah. It's like the extreme bad case.
Yeah, like we're just a category that's like so pronounced that like they could literally like single us out very easily.
Yeah, we are like the polar opposites, of the Chad race type.
Yeah, exactly. Let's continue.
Very short, guys.
Yes, finally! I don't know why everyone's bashing them in the comments. At least this time no one said Indians.
I mean that is true, but again,
Yeah,
I mean it's bittersweet in a sense, right? Like might be life fuel for curry cells, but it's death. It's sewer fuel for manlets. But anyways, the next point we will go over is the just date tall women meme. I mean you probably heard this all the time, right?
yeah,
There's usually it's usually when you talk to normies, it's usually just date shorter girls, right? Because you're short. But I mean, we've already gone over the fact that short women want tall guys, right?
and
So-
tall
so-
women also want tall guys.
Exactly. So like normies would assume, or if you got that reality in your head, you might assume, oh, wouldn't tall women be okay with dating short guys because they're seen as slightly less desirable? In theory, no, right? And this video will prove it. Anyways, do you think this woman? What's the shortest guy this woman dated, in your opinion? How tall do you think the shortest woman? I mean, shortest guy this woman dated was? What was his height?
She looks tall, so I'd say like 6'2", 6'3".
Yeah,
Let's take a
I
look.
would also go for 6 feet at least. Yeah.
What is the shortest dude you've ever dated?
5'11", 6 feet.
So you predicted it, right? Like it's no surprise.
No surprise.
Here's the thing: if she has access to guys who are at least 5'11", why in the world would she want to date a man? You know,
Yeah, that's true.
like that's the thing. If you have so many options to the point where you can just date a tall guy anyway, why the fuck would you even bother with a short guy? Right? Like it's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Would you choose $10 if you got like free money, right? Would you open the box that gave you $10 or $1 million? Like it's a no-brainer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Short ass 6 foot dude is the shortest dude she's dated. And you've also never dated an Asian guy, correct?
No.
Yeah.
That's another brutal beat.
Yeah. It's brutal for rice.
Yeah, it's over. Yeah, it really is over. Yeah, I mean, I swear it's like always the case with noodles, you know?
Yeah. Like 9 out of 10 times.
Yeah.
Like we know.
Yeah, exactly. And like Asians are the most fucked over in terms of JBW.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next point we'll make is can a short guy do anything to make up for his height? What would you say?
Well, can a short guy make up? Wait, what was the question?
Can a short guy in any way make up for his height? Can he do anything to make up for his height?
No. Zero chance.
I'd say, like, if
Yeah.
you're like
You can.
a niche or something, like a niche, it might be possible. Or if you have like a good face.
Yeah, but
Like if you're a K-pop max, for example, right?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Okay, so
well,
let's
we're just
man.
talking about average guys.
Oh,
yeah,
average size.
but yeah, let's
Yeah.
take a look at like this guy is Korean, right?
Yeah.
Let's take a look. So he's higher on the looks totem pole theoretically, right?
Yeah.
But it's just the height, and he's a doctor, so he makes a lot of money already, right? So let's take a look at this.
32, Korean, doctor, 5'4" though. Okay.
Look at that facial
Oh, man,
expression.
yeah.
Look
It
at
already
it. Yeah.
tells the micro disgust, from her.
Yeah, it's like you know how like you smile but you're like cringing at the same time, like what the fuck is this like?
It's like trying to
Yeah.
hide her real face, because
Yeah.
she's in front of
Exactly.
the camera.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, as far as theoretically, you should. I can't really tell by this picture, but it's just the height, to be honest. Theoretically, but like, just being a turbo manlet in itself is a deal breaker. Pretty much everyone. I mean, think about it. She's able to date people that are at least 5'11". So why the fuck would she date someone who's 5'4"? Remember that? Remember that?
We just talked about it earlier. Yeah.
Remember that dating experiment where they like lined up a bunch of guys behind like some glass and
Oh yeah.
it was on Face and All Mess, right? Like they said that literally all of the other people would have to be murderers for the guy who's a turbo man
Yeah,
to even have a chance.
Melvin,
Yeah.
the 5'2" guy.
Yeah, and like they literally
Despite the guy saying, oh, he earns 500,000 per year, and still.
he's like a multi-millionaire.
Yeah.
He's famous. He's like a 5-star chef, like one after the other, right? Like it doesn't matter how much money, how much status you have, just that the fact that he's a turbo man, or like
And
5'2" or something.
We have to take into account that video was filmed during the 80s or 90s.
So it's even worse now. So
yeah, it's way worse now.
I mean, here's the thing about like beta boxing, right? For a manlet, there is no beta boxing. It doesn't exist, right? Look at this guy. He's a doctor, so he makes like 6 figures already, right? Versus, I mean, and look at that like 5'2" guy in that Face and LMS video, right?
What's up, bro?
They told the participants that he made millions of dollars and like owned mansions and like multiples of what a doctor would make, right? And even with that, and he was white, you know, so like even with that, he was able to. He was like, just due to his height, they picked like the gym teacher that was like 5'10" or something, or like 5'8". I don't know.
Yeah.
No, they pick you know, like minimum wage worker. That is average height.
So I mean, there is no beta boxing for manlets, you know, especially for a rice cell, you know, like this guy is just completely over. There's nothing you can do as a short rice cell.
I mean, okay, we have to take into account he have a good face.
Yeah.
You know, and
It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Still, yeah.
Yeah, if this guy can't do it despite having an amazing career and like having a decent face, like it's just completely over, you know.
Yeah.
But look at him. Look at his dimples.
Very attractive.
He's an attractive dude, right?
Okay, so the next point we'll go over is
Okay, so let's say this dude came up to you and was like, hey,
Shows
what's
like
up?
post to say.
What's up? I'm a doctor. You know, he was like, yo, you a tall glass of water and I'm thirsty.
look at that face of disgust. Like look at
No, it's like
look at
you know, yeah.
yeah like ew, look at like that's how not just women but most people see us, right? Like we're these like disgusting gremlins that yeah, I mean what do you picture when he said, oh, you're a tall glass of water and I'm thirsty? Like what does that, what pictures does that do you imagine in your mind? Like you imagine like a gremlin trying to like climb a tub of water and like drink it.
Yeah, it's gonna carry lots of bad connotations.
Yeah, exactly. And then just look at that face of disgust.
You know, he was like, yo, you a tall glass of water and I'm thirsty. What? You wouldn't give him a chance?
Yeah.
Look how unenthusiastic she is.
Yeah.
Like those people actually seem genuine. So if you guys see this video, downtown, hit me up. Let's fucking build an
Let's take a
empire.
look at the opposite situation. Let's see how women react if the guy is already very tall. Take a look.
Sorry, how tall are you?
I'm 6'5". Look.
You know, that's like
Sorry,
how
how tall are you?
You know,
That's hot.
Yeah.
Do you want a kiss? Wait, actually, I have extra.
Look, she got mad
yeah, she
because
got
the tall normie rejected her, right? So and take a look at this situation. Like it's always the manlet trying to carry the conversation, right? In this situation, like
Yeah,
like
but if the guy is tall, like the girl will come to you.
yeah, but like in this situation, it's literally putting words in her mouth, right?
Yeah, like
It's like the same exact situation as like do you like Indian guys, right? Like those videos.
like you're trying to force her to answer. You know?
Yeah, like you're put in the spotlight and you put a mic right in front of their face. Like,
Yeah.
how are you going to react? And it's always like the yes or no sort of answers.
Yeah, or
In a
like
sense, right?
the weird, like the laughing sound, you know, like
Yeah, so like she clearly isn't like invested in the situation at all.
Yeah.
But look at this. Look how invested this woman is
Sorry,
in the tall guy.
how tall are you? That's hot. Do you want a kiss?
That's hard, you know.
But look at that. Like the tall guy is giving the yes or no answers, but the woman is like putting in all the effort to talk, right?
Yeah,
as
the
a-
rules
as a-
have changed.
Exactly. The power dynamics have shifted. Like in this situation, it's always like the manlet putting in all the effort to get a reaction out of the woman, but with the tall guy, it's the woman putting in all the effort to get the reaction out of the tall guy, right?
That's hot. Do you want a kiss?
It is
Wait.
rigged for short guys.
Yeah, like this is how powerful height is. You know, like there's just no winning as a manlet. I mean, you might as well just give up if you're under 5'5".
No, and look at how confident he is.
Yeah, from good experiences.
Yeah.
How tall are
exactly.
you?
All the
That's
years
hot.
of like
Do you want a
acceptance,
Wait.
positive experience,
Yeah.
like compliments, yeah.
And I mean, you saw that like she got mad, right?
Do you want a kiss?
Because she got
Wait.
rejected.
That's how much she got invested into the situation.
Yeah. Imagine if this is the feeling that like she got mad, right? Like imagine if a manlet approached her.
Man,
She would feel insulted, right?
she'll get mad for that,
Yeah.
but for other reason, you know, cause she like.
Yeah,
don't want-
so like she didn't get any return out of her investment with the tall guy. So imagine if like you made a woman lift a finger just to like acknowledge a manlet. Like imagine the rage that would create. You know?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's take a look at this face null mess clip. Here, let's just take a listen.
Jenny, okay, so Jenny sitting.
Anyways, to sort of
I've
preface
seen
this.
this.
To sort of preface this story, basically, yeah, Face Nelmes is in a dinner party with, I think, coworkers, I think.
Yeah.
And, yeah, this basically demonstrates that any interaction with her relationships with, like, 5+ guys are sort of, like, the issues in those relationships are projected to sub-5 guys as well, right? So we sort of take the blame for the negative interactions that they may have had with normies or tall guys or people like that, right? Let's take a listen.
Opposite me and other colleagues on this table, Christmas dinner table. So Jenny goes away, comes back, and she says, "I hate men. I hate all men. I hate men." And I say to her, me and my friend, let's call him Liam, my friend Liam, we say, "Why do you hate men? What did we do? We've done nothing wrong. We've done nothing wrong. Why do you hate men?" And Jenny says, "I just found out that my boyfriend of 5 months actually has a girlfriend."
Okay, so like if what was the point I was going to make? Anyways, like she gets mad at all men if like some guy who was later in this video, Face Nelmes talks about how the woman said she likes black guys, right? Someone at the table said, "Oh, why don't you date Face Nelmes?" And she all of a sudden became silent. Based on that observation, like I'm assuming her boyfriend or whatever, right, was at least a 5, right? So imagine. So let's go back to that clip where So if she got mad about like the tall guy rejecting him, like it's not a surprise that when you go on like true femcel forums that it's always they always talk about like how all men are rejecting women or something, right? And they have such great snuggle lives, you know. So
they have this picture, you know, like there's like 1,000 guys trying to break into a door, you know, and she's like.
Because the other guys are invisible.
The main characters, only the main characters. Yeah.
Yeah, like
yeah.
only a select few guys actually meet that threshold.
Yeah.
So
Well, otherwise you're just trash. You know, like you might as well just give up. But that's for a little later.
No, we are like invisible, you know.
Yeah. Another point I want to go over is like a lot of normies are hypocrites, right? And they know how being short sucks, and they despise short men, like normies in general. However, they always try to deny it, right? So I think in the left picture, I think this is on Armor / Short Guys. Yeah, like I think he was like somewhat good looking or something, but like they found out that he was short. So like I'm sorry for the swearing, but people just put the guy down just because he's short, right? And what I found interesting was that like the same people seem to argue that like seem to wonder why short guys are getting LL, right? Like they talk about you might lose your legs, or you're not being yourself, or some non-argument like that, right? Or I mean the losing legs is a fair argument, but like they don't
not being yourself, you know, that's just bullshit.
Yeah, it is, but they argue in a way where it's disingenuous, right?
Yeah.
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 I mean, they act different, but just virtue signal, you know.
But like the point I'm making is that they shit on short guys, right? But like when they make an attempt to fix it, when they make an attempt to like maybe fix the problem, they're
still get shit on.
Yeah, they still get shit on for even like, suggesting that they should get LL, you know? So like, and when they do get LL, I mean, let me read this out. Being tall isn't just about your height; it's a certain energy. You will always be short.
What does that even mean?
I'm assuming that energy just means he has short arms and a short torso. That's the only energy I can see here.
And they're also like kind of like hypocritical because they can do all the cosmetic surgery they want, but one guy wanted to get a little bit taller is all of a sudden a big issue. Like they just want to improve. How's that an issue? Like, come on.
No, they talk about self-improvement all the time, and he did that, you know, and still getting shit on.
And you see all these like normies talking about, inkwells are just giving up, but like we're literally we're wage slaving, we're making all of this money just to get leg lengthening, and apparently we're the lazy ones, right?
You know, LL costs like 100K, man.
Yeah. I mean, even with like a good job, you're not going to be able to do that in a very short period of time. It's not easy to make that much money, even for someone with a good wage.
You know, you have to relearn how to walk. You know.
Yeah, like 2 years. It's literally 2 years crying in bed, and and like spending all that money, and like not making, I mean, depending on your job, not being as productive, right? So you're not going to make as much money. So like you're sacrificing a lot in your life just to get this height, you know? And like for most guys, it doesn't really give them much, right? Like I'm 5'3". If I get LL, I'm only going to be 5'6", right? Which is already like it's still extremely short.
Yeah. I'll be 5'7".
Yeah, because you're 5'4", I believe, right?
Yeah, I'll be 5'9".
Yeah, because you're 5'6". But the point is like it's like looks maxing in general isn't a cakewalk, right?
Yeah, it's not.
But like normies like pretend like we're just being lazy and not doing anything.
Yeah.
When looks maxing is probably the most, you have to put the most amount of work in, right? Even to the degree where it goes beyond what our pillars supposedly suggest, right? Like learning game and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, going back to game. Let's analyze
Sorry,
this.
how
What this
tall
guy
are
did.
you?
So he just walked.
Yeah.
He walked
That's hot.
on. He walked with the right frame. Take a look.
Yeah. He had the right energy, right?
Yeah, he had the right energy. Yeah, he had the right magical spells.
He had the right voodoo magic on it.
This spell was up 6 foot.
Yeah, that was his magical spell.
Yeah, magic.
Why doesn't the manlet just say I'm 6'5"? Oh, that will definitely. Like that's the thing about like normie advice, or like our pill advice. It's a perfect analogy, right? It's like a manlet trying to say he's 6'7". It's like a manlet trying to say he's 6'5". Like no one's going to buy it. The same way that being confident as an ugly guy is pointless, right? In the same way that saying I'm 6'5" as a manlet is. Like no one's gonna believe you.
Yeah.
Anyways, another point I wanted to make about something on r/short is like even the few communities we have are being invaded, right? Like r/short has already become normified at this point. Like you either see like manlets trying to like gym sell and like circle jerking about like how supposedly masculine they look, even though there are zero results, right? Whether it's like in their dating lives or like in their social lives, right? And I mean, even with r/short guys, it's literally like a splinter of r/short, like a tiny spin-off community is still being invaded by normies, right? So I mean, that's the degree in which normies are willing to go just to ruin the lives of short men.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know, we can't even have our own space, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. And
Why is
I
this?
think there was
Oh hell no, bro! This like there's short like Reddit. There's like a Reddit forum about short. Don't post your picture. Don't post anything that you don't want anybody to see and stuff. Why are you guys scared? You have nothing to lose. Why are you scared, bro?
to make within this post, but
Just lose everything
Yeah,
and
I
then
mean,
build
look at
yourself.
where the trolls are coming from. r/tall
Yeah.
and IT obviously, but yeah, I mean, what sort of came out to me the most was r/tall, right? Like if r/ like you don't see any people from r/short or like what r/short used to be rating r/tall. You just simply never saw that, right? So like, what incentive do people from r/tall have to shit on short guys?
I'd say it's to boost their own confidence, because being tall is their whole personality.
Yeah, but like, what reason do they have to go out of their way to ruin the lives of short guys?
I don't know.
The reason is that, you know, this kind of facts prove that
Yeah, but
they are
like-
different.
But like, they claim that like short guys are like hateful and shit, right?
Yeah.
But like, how come we're not the ones rating the r/tall or whatever, right? You don't see like manlets going on r/tall's sites or like tall people's spaces and being aggressive towards them, right? We're literally just minding our own business in our own communities. So the what boggles my mind is like normies pretend that like we're the ones being like aggressive and antisocial, but like we're not the ones rating anyone, right? So
Yeah.
so that's what boggles my mind. Like that's the point I want to make about this post. Anyways,
Let's
Yeah,
look
I
at some
think-
other video right now.
Du möchtest bei deinen Kunden einen guten Eindruck machen? Das gelingt dir mit ein...
What role does height play in attracting men and women, for men and women?
Yeah, it's interesting. Well, I think
It's interesting. It's everything. It's almost everything. It's not interesting. Yeah, it's interesting too. To be honest.
Let's get men out of the way. Let's get the
Just like the blue-pilled cuck that you are, let's get men out of the way and get on to
Yeah.
We're in good company.
Yeah. No. This is one of the things that I say where people are like, he's
How
blind.
tall is he? Can he even speak on this topic?
And it's like, okay, I'm so upset that that's exactly.
If
He's 20 seconds into the topic. Wait, let me see.
And it's like, okay, I'm so upset that that's the.
Look, he's 20 seconds into the topic, and that's the face that he makes. Anything that will be said in this video about, like in this video with this guy, will be wrong and false because he's not respecting and not taking the problem serious.
If you can manage to thread the needle between all of the pills at once,
yes.
If you can be bigoted and cooked in the same podcast, that means that you're doing something right.
Okay, sure.
And you've managed to do both so far. So well.
Yeah. Oh, what a disaster. That's yeah. So I'm upset as long as
everyone's upset with
as long as extremists on both sides and reasonable people. Height. Actually, I don't think I'm going to say anything particularly surprising. Every inch that if you're a shorter guy. Every inch that you add, and this is based on a couple of different data sets, I'm not just looking at one study here, looking at things like just women's stated preferences, women in speed dating studies, women in dating app swiping, right, dating app filters, as well as response to, online ads for, like I'm single, that kind of. So there's a bunch of different evidence that women like a very tall man who's not too very tall, right? So if you graphed women's height preferences, it would look kind of like a candy cane, right? Where it's like...
Yeah, we know that.
That's when it's like, okay, this is definitely not up, right? This is not a...
That's kind of a lie as well.
You can get up there.
Well, one thing that is interesting though is that it's not... So a lot of people think, and this is the intuition, is like they want a man who's taller than themselves. And it's like, they want a man who's taller than average. So it's not that they're looking up and saying, oh, that's a lot taller than me. It's that they're looking at you and looking at the guys around you, and they're like, oh, he's the tallest one. That's
all of my fucking friends in Austin are tall. It's super annoying.
Yeah.
Super tall.
Well, you're
5'10".
quite tall. You're 5'10".
5'10".
So it's a little taller than average.
Yeah. So 5'10" and a half, I think, technically, if I was
Bro is almost 180 centimeters. I think that is though. Bro, 5 feet 10, 5 feet 10 in it. Bro's 177. Oh hell, that's tall to be honest.
Yeah. But all of my friends, my housemate's 6'4", another one of my friends is 6'4", another one of my friends is 6'2". So
and don't be friends with those people. Like, why are you friends? Like, you don't have similarities in life. Like, it's a whole different spectrum. Why are you friends with people that are so tall? It's not on your like you're so different, like in experiencing life.
But 4. And I'm showing up in stilts.
Fuck it. All right, so that's for men. Height. I saw, and I've cited this a bunch, that the average preference and difference between men for women is 21 centimeters taller, and women for men is 16 centimeters shorter. Does this hold? Is this similar to
20 centimeters taller? That's crazy. Yeah, short people have to date a kid, a child. Interesting. That's how you get pedophiles.
That's it. That sounds about right.
Got it right, baby. Fucking bro science for the win.
Yeah, I believe that was actually a speed dating study that you're referencing. If you're talking about the same one, where it was like what height was optimal, and they interpret it as a ratio, right? Where men prefer somewhat shorter and women prefer significantly taller. Men's preferences are kind of more interesting than women's, but they're also so much slighter that it's almost not worth talking about them. But we can. It seems to me that men prefer women who are about average height, or maybe a moderate amount shorter than themselves. It's kind of unclear why. And I think that a combination of factors, it's a slight preference, but I would say that a combination of factors...
Yeah, I think I'm gonna end this video because I don't wanna like maybe look at my fucking phone page. It's all the same fucking bullshit. The reason you're ugly, bro, nah, bro, come on. Why height matters. Wow, I never knew that. Wow. Okay, guys, I'm gonna end the stream right here. Do you have a comment left? Free 2.5 hour discipline masterclass. How the fuck is there a discipline masterclass? Energy. Well done for completing this course. New language, business, workout. Yes, it's just doing things. Like just do things. All right.